Are you ready for some jaw-dropping news that could change the trajectory of our beloved San Francisco 49ers? The excitement is palpable as we dive into the latest developments surrounding a key figure who could be stepping back into the spotlight. With the potential for a major shakeup, this could mean a fresh start for our defense or a heart-wrenching departure. What does this mean for our Super Bowl aspirations? Stick around, because you won't want to miss what's next. And hey, if you're passionate about the 49ers, make sure to hit that subscribe button and give us a thumbs up to keep the latest updates coming your way. The San Francisco 49ers are once again at a crossroads. And as a passionate fan, I can't help but feel a mix of excitement and anxiety about the latest developments regarding Robert Saleh. Just when we thought there might be a clear path for him to return as our defensive coordinator, the Jacksonville Jaguars threw a wrench into the works. With Trent Baalke out as GM, Saleh is reportedly flying into Jacksonville for an interview. It's a situation that has me on edge, and honestly, I'm torn about what this means for our beloved team. Saleh has a deep-rooted history with the 49ers. He helped shape our defense into one of the most formidable units in the league. His ability to get the best out of players like Nick Bosa and Fred Warner is something we can't just overlook. But the Jaguars' recent turmoil raises questions about whether Saleh would want to take the job. After all, he just endured a challenging stint with the New York Jets, and stepping into a situation that still lacks stability could be risky. What's telling is the dysfunction that seems to plague the Jaguars organization. They've had a revolving door of coaches and GMs, which would be a red flag for any ambitious coach. Do you think this was the best decision for Saleh to even entertain the idea of going there? I mean, he could be compensated handsomely as the highest-paid defensive coordinator, but it's hard to ignore the allure of rejoining a stable franchise like the 49ers. Let's not forget that Ethan Waugh, who has ties to the Niners and knows Saleh well, is stepping in as interim GM. That could create some synergy, but still, the question remains, would Saleh want to hitch his wagon to an organization with such a shaky reputation? The Jaguars have been a laughingstock for a reason. And for a coach of Saleh's caliber, he surely wants a situation where he can thrive and build something lasting. As fans, we have to consider the implications of losing Saleh. Our defense has shown remarkable resilience under his guidance. The thought of someone else stepping in after Saleh has laid the groundwork gives me pause. It's a delicate balance between wanting to see him succeed and hoping he returns to the 49ers. If he chooses to stay, he can build upon what he started and take our defense to new heights in the upcoming seasons. And let's talk about Trevor Lawrence. If Saleh joins the Jaguars, he would have the opportunity to work with a talented quarterback, something he didn't have during his time with the Jets. It's a tantalizing prospect for any coach looking to make their mark. But then again, could he really trust the organization to support him in developing Lawrence into a superstar? This uncertainty must weigh heavily on his mind. It's a pivotal moment for the San Francisco 49ers as we dive into the latest buzz surrounding Robert Saleh and the coaching carousel. Reports indicate that Saleh, the former Niners defensive coordinator, is emerging as a frontrunner for the Jacksonville Jaguars head coaching position. This has major implications not just for Saleh, but also for the 49ers and their quest to fill the defensive coordinator role left by Nick Sorensen. Now, here's where it gets interesting. Just this morning, the Buccaneers' offensive coordinator, Liam Cohen, pulled himself out of the running for the Jaguars' job to remain in Tampa. This shift opens the door wider for Saleh, who is scheduled for a second interview on Friday. After all, the Jaguars are in a bind after parting ways with Doug Peterson, leaving them scrambling to find a leader who can revitalize Trevor Lawrence's career. The fact that two top offensive minds have declined to take the helm in Jacksonville raises eyebrows about the current state of the Jags and, let's face it, the allure of that job. As a passionate 49ers fan, I can't help but feel a mix of excitement and concern. If Saleh lands the Jacksonville job, it could be a game-changer for him. He would have the opportunity to work with one of the league's most promising quarterbacks in Trevor Lawrence, something he lacked during his stint with the Jets. The thought of Saleh potentially thriving in Jacksonville has to make us wonder. What's the backup plan for the 49ers? The Niners have put all their chips on the table for Saleh, hoping to make him the highest-paid defensive coordinator in the league. But if that doesn't materialize, who do they turn to? Brandon Staley seems to be the name floating around as a potential fallback option. Let's be real here. Hiring Staley would be a polarizing decision. Fans might not be thrilled, given his mixed track record with the Chargers. I mean, he had a brilliant 2020 season, but since then, it's been a roller coaster. And sure, Staley has a pedigree, having worked with some of the best defensive minds in football. But does he inspire confidence in 49ers fans? Honestly, I'm torn on this. The team has invested so much in pursuing Saleh. To pivot to Staley feels like a step back. What do you think? Is Staley the right man for the job if Saleh walks away? I want to hear your thoughts on this. Meanwhile, let's talk about potential roster moves. Could DJ Reed make his return to the Bay Area? The cornerback, who previously played for the Niners, has been lighting it up with the Jets. With the Niners needing depth at the cornerback position, Reed fits the bill perfectly. His performance, under Saleh in New York, speaks volumes, and pairing him with a strong defensive scheme could be a huge win for San Francisco. The combination of bringing back Reed and potentially hiring Saleh could ignite a defensive resurgence. Imagine the impact of having a solid secondary to support a pass rush that can wreak havoc on opposing quarterbacks. But if Saleh goes, will the Niners still pursue Reed? It all hinges on the coaching situation. As the days unfold, this coaching search could define the next chapter for the 49ers. I'm holding my breath, hoping for the best while preparing for the worst. The stakes are high, and every decision made now will have ripple effects down the line. So what do you think? Are we headed in the right direction? I want to hear your opinions down below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel to stay updated on all things 49ers. And activate that notification bell to get all the latest updates. This is a crucial time for our team, and I'm here to keep you in the loop. Let's do this together, 49ers Nation.